stop for 1 second. I need to ask you something. You watch English movies. You listen to English songs. You understand almost everything. But the moment someone says, "Hey, speak English with me," your brain goes completely blank. Why does that happen? Why do you understand so much, but say so little? And most importantly, can you actually fix it today?
Oh, you just described literally every English learner.
Right? And today we are going to break it all down. Every single reason, every single fix.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. And this is English Talks, where we help you go from I understand to I can actually speak.
We're so happy you are here today. Seriously, this episode is for you.
We've both been in your shoes, and we know exactly how frustrating this feels.
So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's do this together. Oh, and before we start, if this is your first time here, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button. We post new episodes every day. You do not want to miss them.
And if you already subscribed, thank you. You are amazing. Now, share this with one friend who needs it.
Okay, now let's get into today's topic. Let me paint a picture. You know someone who studies English for years, right?
Oh, yes. I've been that person. They read books in English, they watch Netflix in English, they score well on tests. And then a native speaker says, "How are you?" And they forget every word they ever learned.
Exactly. So today we are asking, why does this happen? And what can you do right now to fix it?
We have five
powerful tips. Each one comes with a simple fix you can use today.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, tip number 1, and this is a big one. Most learners spend 90% of their time listening and reading, and only 10% speaking.
So the brain gets really good at receiving English, but it never learns to produce it. Think of it like going to the gym. You watch workout videos every day, but you never actually lift the weights. Your muscles stay weak. Yes, your speaking muscle is weak, not because you are bad at English, but because you never trained it.
That's so true. I had this exact problem. I studied for 2 years. I understood everything. Then one day, my English teacher asked me a simple question in class. "What did you do this weekend?" And I just sat there, completely silent. My face was so red.
Oh no! I know that feeling.
I knew the words, I knew the grammar, but I had never practiced saying them out loud. So nothing came out.
And that was the moment you realized understanding and speaking are two completely different skills.
Exactly. 2 different muscles. You have to train both. So here's some examples. Listen to how simple they are.
I practiced speaking English for 10 minutes this morning.
Every day I talk to myself in English. It feels strange, but it works.
I read a sentence, then I say it out loud 3 times.
Short, simple, but powerful. Train the speaking muscle every single day. Tip number 2, and this one is a silent killer. Most learners think in their first language, then they translate into English, then they speak. And by the time they finish translating, the conversation has already moved on. Right, it is too slow. Imagine you want to send a message, but before you send it, you have to write it, translate it, check it, fix it. By that time, the other person already walked away.
I love that. Translation is like a slow old phone. Thinking in English is the newest, fastest phone.
Yes.
So the fix is stop translating. Start thinking directly in English. Here's my story. I used to translate every single sentence in my head, especially when I was nervous. One time I was at a coffee shop. The barista asked, "What size would you like?" Simple question, right? But in my head I went, okay, in my language that is, and in English that means. By the time I figured it out, there were 5 people behind me.
Oh no, same here. I've done this so many times. After that day, I decided
I am going to think in English, even when I'm alone. And it changed everything, right? Everything. Now I look at a chair and I think, chair, not the word in my language first. When I see food, I say its English name in my head. I describe my room in English every morning. Just simple sentences.
I think about my day in English while I walk to work. Start small. Think 1 English thought a day, then 2, then 10. Your brain will adjust. Okay, tip number 3, and I think this is the biggest one for most people. Fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear of judgment. That fear is like a hand over your mouth. It stops the words before they even come out. Yes! And here is the truth. Every single English speaker makes mistakes, even native speakers.
Making mistakes is not the problem. Staying silent because of fear, that is the problem. Think of a baby learning to walk. They fall down 100 times, but they never say, I give up. I will never walk. They get up, they try again, and one day, they run. I was terrified to speak English at my first job. My boss was a native speaker. One day he asked me to explain a problem to the team in English, in front of everyone. I made so many mistakes. My grammar was terrible. I mixed up tenses. I forgot words. Oh, what happened? Nothing. Nothing. Nobody laughed. Nobody judged me. My boss actually smiled and said, "Great job." I was so surprised. I realized people don't care about perfect grammar. They care about communication. That's so true. Communication over perfection. Always. I made a mistake today, and I am proud of it. Every mistake is a lesson. I welcome them. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be understood. Say that last one again, slowly, because it is everything. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be understood. Perfect. Tip 4. You study English, but you don't speak English regularly. You wait for the perfect moment, the perfect situation, the perfect partner. And that perfect moment never comes. Exactly. Speaking English needs to be like brushing your teeth. Routine, automatic, every day. Think of it like watering a plant. If you water it once a week, it grows slowly. But if you water it a little bit every single day, it grows fast and strong. Your English is the plant. Speaking practice is the water. Every day, even just 5 minutes. I had no routine before. I would study for 3 hours on Sunday, then nothing for 6 days. I kept forgetting what I learned. I felt stuck for months. And what changed it? I started a 5-minute rule. Every morning before checking my phone, I spoke English for 5 minutes. Alone. Just me talking to myself about my plans, my feelings, anything. And after 1 month, I could not stop talking. Seriously, it all opened up. 5 minutes a day beats 3 hours once a week. Every time. Every morning, I speak English for 5 minutes. I record myself speaking, and then I listen back. I describe what I'm cooking in English. It feels silly, but it works. Build the habit, start tiny, stay consistent. And tip number 5, this is the truth that surprises everyone. Most learners think, if I just consume enough English, speaking will come naturally, right? Wrong. Input, that means listening and reading, is necessary.
You also need output. Output means speaking and writing. It is a completely different gear in your brain. Wrong. Input, that means listening and reading, is necessary, but it is not enough. Think of it like cooking. You can watch cooking shows for years, but if you never go into the kitchen and actually cook, you will never become a cook.
Watching is input. Cooking is output. You need both.
Do you have a story for this one?
Oh, definitely. I watched English YouTube for 2 whole years, hours every day. My listening was excellent. I understood jokes, fast speech, everything. Then I tried to record a 30-second video of myself speaking English. And I took 47 takes. 47! Every time I started, my brain just stopped working. 47 takes. Oh no. That was my wake-up call. All that input and my output was still a disaster. So I started forcing myself to speak out loud every day, even badly, especially badly. And that is how you find your voice, by using it over and over again. After I watch a video in English, I talk about it out loud. I write 3 English sentences in my phone every morning. I read a paragraph, close the book, and say it in my own words. Input fills the tank. Output drives the car. You need both. Okay, let's talk about some important words from today's episode. These are words we used today. Learn them and use them this week. First word, passive. Passive means receiving something but not doing anything back. Watching TV in English is passive practice. Passive learning alone is not enough. You need to be active too. Second word, active. Active means doing something yourself, not just receiving it. Speaking, writing, and recording yourself are active skills. Active practice every day will improve your English fast. Third word, output. Output is something you produce, like speaking or writing. My output practice is recording 1 voice note a day. Good output comes from lots of input and lots of practice. Fourth word, fluency. Fluency is the ability to speak smoothly and naturally. Fluency is not about being perfect, it is about being smooth. I'm working on my fluency by speaking a little every day. Fifth word, hesitation. Hesitation is when you pause because you're unsure or nervous. My biggest hesitation is when I forget a word mid-sentence. Small hesitations are normal. Do not let them stop you. Sixth word, consistent. Consistent means doing something regularly without stopping. Be consistent with your practice. Even 5 minutes a day helps. Consistent speakers improve much faster than weekend learners. And seventh, confidence. Confidence is the feeling that you can do something well. Confidence in speaking comes from speaking, not from studying. Every time I speak English, my confidence grows a little more. All right, here are your action steps for today. Do these today, not tomorrow, today. They're simple, they're fast, and they work. Step 1. Talk to yourself in English for 5 minutes right after this episode ends. Tell yourself about your day. Any words, any grammar, just speak. Step 2. Look around the room you're in right now. Name 10 objects in English out loud. Chair, window, phone, cup. Simple, but it activates your speaking brain. Step 3. Pick 1 mistake you make often. Write it down. Write the correct version, then say the correct version 5 times out loud. Own it. Step 4. Record a 30-second voice note of yourself speaking English. Don't edit it, don't delete it. Just listen back and notice what you hear. Okay, let's do a quick recap. 5 tips from today. Ready? Let's go fast. Tip 1. Your speaking muscle is weak. Train it every day, even for 5 minutes. Tip 2. Stop translating. Learn to think directly in English. Tip 3. Fear of mistakes is your biggest enemy. Speak anyway. Always. Tip 4. Build a daily speaking routine. Consistency beats intensity every time. Tip 5. Balance your input and output. You need both to truly speak. 5 simple truths, and every single one of them is fixable, starting right now. You already understand English. Now it's time to speak it. Here is your question for the comments today, and we read every single one. Which of these 5 tips hits you the hardest? Which one is your biggest challenge? Is it fear? Is it translation? Is it no routine? Tell us in the comments below. And here's your mini challenge. Write 1 English sentence about your day, right now, in the comments. It can be short, it can be simple, it can have mistakes. That's completely okay. Just write it. 1 sentence. Show us you're practicing. We believe in you. Okay, everyone. That's our episode for today. And honestly, this was such a good one. I feel like we could talk about this for 3 more hours. Same. But we'll save that for next time. If this episode helped you, please subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it means so much to us.
And share this with someone you know who's learning English. They'll thank you. Next week, we're talking about how to build an English vocabulary that you actually remember. You don't want to miss it. Until then, keep speaking, keep trying, keep going. You're doing great. We believe in you 100%. See you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye.